Hi everybody, this is Alchemist 2 and I'm back again with another series review. I just got to see part 3 of 3 of A Friend in Need, and it was the culmination of everything, and we learn about King Lexicon and his son Prince Dex, and more about Alpha's origin on Edenoi. Or Edenoi. I always had wanted to pronounce it Edenoi. I guess it's Edenoi. And how they became this planet. They were once a planet that was teeming with... It was a utopia, basically. And then Dragon was able to usurp it very, very easily due to the fact that they were a peace-loving society and whatnot, and etc. But we're never really given any conclusion to that. In our minds, we're given the lady or the tiger, and we make whatever destiny for the people of Edenoi that we want. And my surmising is that they eventually, with the help of Masked Rider or Common Rider, Dex, aka, that they were able to revolt against Dragon and, get their planet back. At least that's what I would really hope to see them do. We never really see that in the show. At least I don't think we do, as far as I can recall, because it's been forever since I've watched MMPR. But this was another good one because it's Bulk and Skull continue with their pursuit of the two hot dames from earlier with their ploy. And, of course, it doesn't go well. They have their own boyfriends. And Bulk looks at Skull and he says, "Next time I have an idea about the Power Rangers, staple my mouth shut." Poor Bulky. You tried. You did, and I give you an A for effort. Really, I do. But ultimately, it was the worst fail I've ever seen. But, you gotta give him kudos for going through with that plan and sticking with it and having the determination to actually follow through with a plan of that said caliber. I really enjoyed this part of the episode because we get to see the Rangers in action, and of course we get to see Dragon Zord. Of course, when I was a kid, Dragon Zord was everything, and honestly, if I had a choice of what Zord I wanted to pilot, it would be Dragon Zord, because when I was a teen, I always liked Jason. I aspired to be the leader of the group, even though at that point in time I didn't really know what leadership looked like, or let alone what qualities were even displayed in a leader. Now that I come to a point in my life where I am older, I have had some leadership capacity, but if you were to put me in that kind of situation, I know I could handle it, but back then, absolutely not. And I give props to Jason for having the stability to be the backbone of the team, basically. And of course Dex shows that as well. And I had forgotten how much that I love Kamen Rider. I thought I just adore Kamen Rider. He's just so cool. And I love the fact that they did that. American viewers probably wouldn't have even cared, but I go back to a lot of old school Old Ranger stuff, and I thought, yeah, this makes sense, and no wonder I love Kamen Rider. Why wouldn't I? He's awesome. He's just totally rad, dude. But this episode's really good, and you get to see just how much the Rangers actually care for Alpha, and it was really satisfying to see Alpha get his due, I thought, because I thought, oh, he's actually getting thanked. And Kim spreads her her flu to repulse her. And I thought that was so funny. Poor guy. I mean, I kind of felt a little bit of empathy toward him, despite the fact that he's supposed to be a villain. And later on, he's sent back into battle, of course, against Megazord and Dragon Zord. And that was my favorite sequence of the whole trilogy. And I really enjoyed it. Especially when Repulsor comes back and scares Bulk and Skull half to death. And then they had another sequence on martial arts with Tommy again, and or Jason Lee Frank. And Jason, it seems like a lot of them really kept their age quite well. And it's funny that most of these actors are actually voice actors. That's where I think I know all this. How being a voice chaser, I think I know all these voices, and I feel kind of bad for knowing them so well. But you know what? I don't care. I fly that otaku flag high, and everybody knows I'm an otaku. But I'm an otaku with a life. That's all I have to say about this particular trilogy, and I'm glad that BSA recommended it to me, and I'm happy I finally had a chance to watch it again for what seems like the first time. And other than that, I thought it was a good episode to reassure me that everything's going to be fine, and having my friends is what's gotten me through this, so I can rest assured that, like I keep saying, all is well, or all will be well, and my faith has remained strong. Yeah, I have had some tussles with doubt. I mean, who hasn't? But it's still fresh for me going through the grief of losing my dad. But it's nice to have a group of people to actually talk to, and that's why I'm happy I have Grief Share. I really don't know what else to say other than this was the best episode I think I've seen since the wedding, and it remains one of my top favorites. And of course, I would love to see the episode where Kim actually dances with Skull, because that, even when I was younger, I mean, I really wasn't into God. I've always been a late bloomer, but unlike my friends when I was going through junior high, I really wasn't into men or boys, and I guess a lot of people thought I was a lesbian. I'm not. I did go through a stage where I did like girls. I was 21, but yeah, I outgrew it. But it's just at that time, Power Rangers, like I said, and I already made my shout out to Pauly Schreier, and God love you, dude. I mean, if I see you, I'm giving you the biggest hug I've ever given anybody. But you did something that I never expected. You gave me that message, and thank you. I owe you big time. And I'm hoping I can see you and Jason and maybe even Felix and give you all three a big bear hug. I am the queen of bear hugs. Yeah, no one can beat me. Try as you may. It's what I'm known for. It's my signature move. But yeah, people know me for that. People know me for my smile and my kind of wackadoodle, offbeat, zany humor that comes from I thought them in my mouth, sorry. Or my really spontaneous wit, and just the way I operate, and you never know what to expect around me, but I'm just a free spirit. I'm what is known as kind of a fey being, as my father used to call me, for good reason. But I see life as a glass half full, and I do more so now than ever, even though a lot of bad things have happened, but I don't consider it. It's more of a shaping tool for me, and I'm going through a crucible. I'm just like silver being refined, and if you can refine me enough that I will shine more brightly than ever, then just refine me, just continue refining me. I know it's painful, but in the end, I'm going to be so happy when it's all over, and knowing that I've given everything my best effort and tried as hard as I can, and I'm going to come out ahead. I know it will happen. Things are already starting to coalesce and manifest, and I'm happy that they are. That's pretty much all I have to say. I've been busy writing some things. I'm actually starting to write Angel of Laughter. I didn't know if I could do it on my own, but there's a really good website written by Bill Marks that has been extremely helpful, especially with some details that were not included in Son of Harpo or Harpo Speaks. And I'm including them with narration that Arthur does in the very beginning when he's just born in November. But yeah, I'm thinking that's coming along really well. I'm doing a script called Infinite Possibilities, and like I said, I've been so inspired by Yuri on Ice. It's just been, it came into my life at just the right time. It made me laugh. It made me cry. It made me cry like you would not believe, because it reminded me so much of my mom, and it gave me a lot of good memories, and thinking that I should really get involved in watching figure skating again, like I did. I mean, there are a lot of things that I had avoided. I stopped watching certain shows after both my parents died, but I realized I'm still a fan. That's never going to end. But I'm going to definitely get involved with watching that again, because it's just been so long, and it's something that was so pleasurable for me, and it's just so relaxing, I think, and it's about time that I started really enjoying the art of it, because once you get into a sport like that, you never really stop. It's sort of like every March, it's March Madness for me. I'm still into hockey, even though Mom's gone. I can never get over my love of hockey, ever. Soccer was something I got in on my own, just out of the sheer relevance to the class I was in. It's just something that we watched, and I gravitated. I thought, ooh, I like this, and it's just, I've never stopped. And whenever I see a soccer match, I think, who's playing? And yeah, it's really silly, but other people don't. I was like, why do you like a third world sport? I'm like, it's not a third world sport. Please don't demean it. But that's I guess that's common for us football fans, isn't it? But other than that, I really don't have that much else to say. Other than I was just talking about what I've been inspired by and what I've been doing, and I went to my first Bible study in a long time, and I'm branching out, and I'm going to be going to the Bubble Run. It's on the 17th of June, and I'm going early, so just because I can get my swag and everything, but it'll be fun. I'm not actually running. It's 3 miles, but they have lanes for people who are running and people who aren't, and I'll be walking the whole 3 miles. I might run a little bit of it, but not all of it, because I don't know if I can run 3 miles. But it should be a lot of fun, and it's basically to support STEM. And there's some other ways to actually donate to charities. They have charitable organizations that are tied in to the Bubble Run. If it's local to you, that's the charity it'll go into. And I'd never done anything like that before, so I'm really, really looking forward to it. And that's basically all I have to say. So until next time, live long and prosper. Ciao, Tootsie.